Hey everyone, how's it going, Instagram? It is good to be live with you. I hope you're having a good day so far. Just checking in to see how you're all doing and keeping, and love seeing you. I've been missing our live meditations every day, so it's always awesome when I can just pop in and say hi. And if you are watching right now, then I'm excited to see you. Thanks for being here. What are you up to? Where in the world are you tuning in from? I'm doing a very special live today. It's a pretty short one, but just something I had to share with you because I was so moved by it. I was so inspired by it. I reached out to him. He's an awesome dude. I want to introduce you to him. And he's doing some really cool work. I just like the work that he's been up to. So I'm just waiting until he comes online. Jeremy, when you come in online, just say hello so I can add you to the live right now as well. Good to see so many of you, Jesu. Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Pat, I hope you're well. It's good to see you. Steph, I hope you're doing good too. Who else is coming in on live? Dude, when you're in, Jeremy, let me know and request to be added, please. Awesome. No meditation today. I know everyone's been asking for the meditations back. I will do an announcement. Keep a lookout on IG and I will let you know. Oh, I'm glad you love the meditation corner. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I know I'm missing our live meditations too. I promise you I will try and do an announcement about what's happening with those soon. And thank you so much. I'm so glad. And if you missed the live meditations, you can watch them on YouTube. I have them stored there as well. So say hello, Jeremy, when you're in. Let me know that you're here. I don't see you, man. I don't see you. Nope, don't see you. I hope you're coming in. Awesome. Who else is tuning in live right now? Okay, great. Let's have a look. Hello. I tuned into just 2 live meditations. It really benefited. Love you. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate that. Practicing your meditations back again. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. He's here, Jeremy Cohen. I'm adding him right now. Waiting for Jeremy to join in. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, man?
Good. Nice to meet you, Jay.
Yeah, nice to meet you. So for everyone who's watching right now, me and Jeremy are meeting for the first time as well. We've never spoken before. We DM'd yesterday. I shared his video on my page and you all absolutely went crazy. And I haven't stopped talking about that video to absolutely anyone and everyone I meet. Jeremy, where in the world are you right now?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York right now.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Love it, love it.
How about yourself?
I am in my apartment in LA right now. Cool. So I used to live in New York. I lived in New York for 2 years and I moved to LA 2 years ago. So yeah, where did you grow up? Did you grow up there too?
So I grew up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, just outside the city. And then I moved to New York when I was 18 and I've been here since. So I'm going to hit my year mark in September, which is incredible. When I'll officially be a New Yorker then, because it'll be 10 years.
Oh yeah, that's the rule, right?
That's what they say, yeah.
That's what they say. I had 7 years too, but...
Well, in that case, I'm a New Yorker then.
You're already a New Yorker. Yeah, I didn't make it. I was only there for 2 years, so I'm trying to become an Angelino now. But man, this video that you made, I mean, it's been everywhere. I've seen it on the news. I think you were on Ellen yesterday, like it was featured. I put it up yesterday. You know, the video had like 2 million views. If you don't know which video I'm talking about, go and look at yesterday's video. And I was impressed on so many levels by it. So I kind of want to dissect it with you. So you're a photographer and videographer, right? Like that's your world. Yeah,
that's my main thing.
How long have you been doing that for?
Yeah, but if you boil it down, I like to think of myself as a storyteller. I love telling stories and, you know, I love people. I'm a people person and I think everyone has a story to tell.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And how long have you been doing this? Like how long has this been your focus and passion?
Yeah, so I guess in high school when I was 15, I first found photography. And then it was 16 years old when I first got my camera. And then I took a class in high school, a darkroom class, where I learned how to shoot black and white film and develop it. And I had that magical feeling of, you know, printing out an image in the developer and seeing it come up. And it's just ever since then I've been addicted to photography.
I love that, man. So yeah, everyone who's watching right now, Jeremy made this video. It went super viral. and it's almost like love during COVID-19. And first of all, I just want to tell you from a storytelling perspective, it's brilliant. And just the way you put it all together, it's, you know, you've got a real talent, man. And it's awesome to see it, especially right now. When you were making that video, did you have any idea that it was going to pop like this much? Like, did you have any clue that people were going to love it this much?
Not this much. I mean, this has never happened before. I thought it was a cool video, and I was excited to post it. But you know, once I posted it, more and more people seemed to enjoy it. And yeah, I guess I think specifically because of this timing. You know, I like sharing positive stories in general. But specifically now, it's like harder to find positive stories, and this is just something that happened and during this time. So I think a lot of people connected to this more than they would have otherwise. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw that you'd shot some great pictures recently for the New Yorker, or was it for the New York Magazine? Which one was it?
Yeah, so it was the New York Magazine.
Yeah, the New York Magazine, yeah.
Yeah, and so this whole story happened actually because I started a photo series. I'm quarantined all alone in my apartment right now. I have a roommate, but he's back at home with his family in Minnesota, so it's just me here. And, you know, I found that being trapped inside of this box of my apartment, it kind of inspired creativity. And I was looking out my window and I saw people were just going to their roofs all the time to, you know, do all these activities, whether it was working out or yoga or painting, playing music. So yeah, I started documenting it with my camera. And because of this, I was looking out my window throughout the day. I was spending my whole days, like, you know, just shooting this project. And then that's when I saw Tori, who was the girl across the street. She was dancing. And yeah, I was immediately attracted to this type of energy, just seeing someone who can dance during this time and in public. Like, one, because just dancing in public in general is scary, just caring about what other people think about you, but also just I just saw her being joyful. And I think, you know, it's very sad in strange times, and it's okay to feel sad, of course. Like, I feel sad about a lot of things, but I think it's also okay to find moments of joy and feel happy and find a little distraction. So that's what I saw in her when I first saw her.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is it that made you want to be creative at this time? Because I think that a lot of people are, you know, like you said, and it's totally okay to be sad and down, and it takes time to adjust and adapt, and people have lost people or things or events that were meant to happen in their life. But what's inspired you to stay creative? And now that obviously your creation's being recognized and being seen by so many, but you were being creative regardless. What was it that pushed you to be creative, and how would you encourage people to be creative at this time?
Yeah, I think art is just therapy. It's a form of therapy. So I just naturally like to create all the time, no matter what situation it is. Sometimes it's harder than others, but, you know, thankfully this project came to me, and then this happened, and it just all happened organically. And I'm at the right place, right time, and just being myself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And tell us, are you guys dating now? What's the latest? What's the, you know?
Yeah. So I mean, it depends how you define dating. Everyone defines it a little different. We've been on 2 dates, and I asked her on a date for this weekend, a social distance date, because we're both respectful of the whole situation of social distancing. And so, yeah, I think we might be going on a date this weekend. So that's the next plan as of now.
That's awesome. And you guys didn't know each other at all before? You had no connection? You'd never seen her before? You'd never... That's amazing, man. I love that.
Yeah, she lives right across the street. So she's lived there for 6 months now.
Okay. And you've been in your apartment for how long?
I've been here for about 2.5 years, I think.
It's amazing. So you've both been there for 6 months, never seen each other, never met, never bumped into each other.
Although this might seem like a foreign concept to some people living in smaller towns, like not knowing your neighbors, but here in New York, I mean, as you know,
totally.
There's so many people in such a small vicinity. So like,
I don't know people in my own building.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. No, absolutely, man. It's awesome. And you're keeping us updated, right? There's a part 4 that you were saying that's out on your page right now.
Yeah, so the part 4 is out on my page right now, which it just kind of happened, and so it's a good video. Everyone watching should check it out.
And are we going to get to follow her along on this relationship throughout the whole time, or are you going to go?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I'm just taking it day by day for now. So you know, so far there's been 4 parts. Hopefully there's a 5th. I mean, maybe it'll keep going, and I won't document it. I'm just open to whatever.
Yeah. What have you always been such a great romantic, or was this like inspired? Like, is this what you're like generally, or was this like a quarantine inspiration?
So it's funny you ask, because I think I'm not like this normally. I haven't been on a real date in probably a year or something. And these things happen when you least expect it, I guess. While I'm being quarantined alone, I happen to go on a couple of dates. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, what gave you the idea, what gave you the kind of like courage in the first instance to actually like fly your drone there, put your not like to not make it creepy? Like what gave you the courage to just be like, dude, I
Yeah.
gotta do this. Like I love her energy.
So I don't think it was creepy, because I mean, I consider myself not really an intimidating guy. I'm short, I'm smiley, and we the first time we interacted, we waved across the roofs and we were exchanging smiles. There was like a little connection there, so it wasn't like she was. I mean, she was a stranger, but she wasn't a total stranger. We like were smiling back and forth. So yeah, that's when I wrote down my number on a piece of paper, taped it on my drone. I ran up to my roof and flew it across the street.
Yeah, I love that, man. It was so cool. Where did you find that inflatable bubble? Like, where did you find that?
So the story with the bubble is I actually got it a couple of days before I met Tori. Well, I ordered it in the mail. I wanted to get it originally because, you know, the quarantine happened. I'm also kind of a conceptual artist, so I wanted to do a project somehow with it in a safe way. And I thought of, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal in the Bubble Boy movie. And I looked up to see if I could get that bubble anywhere. And I looked everywhere online and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I gave up on it. And then my friend Pablo Rochat, who I follow, one of my favorite people to follow on Instagram, he's an amazing artist. I think he posted it in his story, like as a joke with a link to it, on eBay. And I couldn't believe it. I went to click on it and it looked like it was real. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, are you buying it? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, are you cool if I buy it? And he's like, yeah, go for it. So I bought it, and then I kind of forgot about it, and it came in the mail the day of our first date. So I knew our next date was going to be that bubble.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's great. That's crazy. That's brilliant. I love that. And yeah, I think there's you've inspired a lot of people to find love during quarantine, which is a beautiful thing, because like you said, you know, you're living alone at the moment. So many people are feeling alone at the moment. I think just through your story, there's so many great lessons of creativity, expression, connection, love, being super, you know, what was it like when the cops approached you? Right?
I was a little nervous at first because I thought I would get in trouble because, you know, we were out and we're not technically supposed to be. I don't think anyone would actually get arrested. I think cops would just tell you to go home. But I wasn't sure for a second. And then it was 6 cops. I think it was 6 cops that came up and they approached us, and then they recognized us from the local news the night before. So we took a selfie with them. It was a nice moment.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Everyone, if you don't follow Jeremy Cohen, which on Instagram, please do go and follow this guy. I'm excited to see what he does next. Just inspired by you, man, and just, yeah, really impressed by what you're putting out there at this time. And I think you're going to bring a lot of smile. I know you already have. Like, I know people were crying watching that video yesterday when I posted it. So I know you're bringing a lot of smiles to people's faces and making people feel good right now. So yeah, keep doing your thing, man. And yeah, everyone go check out Jeremy Cohen. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and thanks for helping share my story. It makes me feel good just knowing that I can bring joy and hope to people. Oh, us, Tori and I. So
you are, man. Both of you are. Both of you are.
Yeah, thank you for watching it. Thank you, everyone, for following along the story. And if I could say one thing, we should all just, I think now's a really important time to all just be kind to each other. So kindness, it's free. It feels good for you. It feels good for the other person. So why not just be kind to each other? It could be as simple as you know, sending a friend like a couple emoji hearts and just say, thinking about you, hope you're well. That's simple. You know, that could make someone's day. So I don't know. It's important now more than ever, I'd say.
Well said, man. Well said. Thanks, bro. I look forward to meeting you when I come to New York.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Good to hang out. I come there around 4 times a year for work and everything else that's going on. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up when I'm there. It'll be nice to meet you both. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm excited. Keep creating. It's helping a lot of people. Like a lot of people. I haven't seen something have such a deep impact on so many people. You know, especially from a connection and relationship perspective right now. So well done, man, and keep doing you. And thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Jay. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Have a great day, man. Thanks for doing this. Thank you for coming
Absolutely.
on. Thanks, man. Stay in touch. Take care, man.
Will do.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. Go watch the video. It's on the page. I posted it yesterday, and it is the video where you will see 2 people walking inside this bubble. Go watch the video right now. Thanks, guys.